Shalom, call Haloyim, La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rahak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. This salutations to you, sincere Akim, that's doing the work in true sincerity. Shalom to you, shalom to the Akwaf that believe as well. Fair use, by the way. I seen this video and I thought to myself, I said, man, no one's playing with the NW no more. And I don't condone violence, but even though this video looked bad, I can tell you this one thing, that people are getting tired of the so-called black woman. And it's showing more and more. And this is not the first video I've seen like this, but there's been a lot of the so-called black women that's being assaulted. And it's usually because of their hostility towards men. Okay. And one of the things about, you women, all right, is that you don't know how to go about your daily lives with modesty and with being shamefaced, just being mild mannered and having good manners in general. I've been seeing some of the so-called black women get locked up over in Dubai and other so-called Arab countries, and the Ishmaelites is not playing it over there, man. And from the looks of this store, when I watched this video, it's like a Jake, one of the Latin tribes, maybe, perhaps. Or it could be one of them East Indian looking Jakes too, that drug her out this store. And I guarantee you, man, they show the whole video, which you only see the clip of him dragging her out. But I guarantee you, leading up to him doing that was her loud talking, probably getting in his face. And this is a result of you women not knowing your place, man. You want men, especially they look for the so-called black man, the men of Judah, to protect them. They're not gonna protect you. You out here wilding the fuck out, thinking that men supposed to just help you or defend you against other men that you're trying to disrespect and violate. No, man. And so it's backfiring on you. Now, check this video out real quick. I'm gonna play this clip again, fair use.
A woman is suing after this happened. Okay?
That's crazy.
An employee, a cashier.
Yeah, that was more likely a Jake, man. Like I said, she walked in there talking crazy, more than likely, because ain't no man will just do this to a woman. Just all this old Me Too movement. Oh, she's a woman. I mean, this old victimizing shit got to stop, man. I mean, we know how the so-called black woman behaves, man, and her behavior has not been checked, man. And so now it's being checked by force by these different men that they run into, and these men are not having it, man. Like I said, I don't condone violence, man, but this is a result of you not being respectful to men. The Most High is putting the spirit on men to raise up and to show you that he's a man. And it shouldn't have to come to this. Because I guarantee you, a respectful woman, a woman that has mild or good behavior or mannerism, she never get done like this. But a wild woman, like a wild beast, like woman, all right, she get treated like this. This is Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach, chapter 42, and start at verse 13. For from garments cometh a moth, and from women wickedness. Better is the churlishness of a man than a courteous woman, a woman, I say, which bringeth shame and reproach. Now, her family gonna look at that, and you're gonna have a lot of her family. The men of her family will get emotional and all. Although it wouldn't have been like that. It had it been me or a man type of talk they're gonna be doing. But the thing is, man, hey, man, you need to give it to your female relatives and try to talk some sense to them, if anything, because trying to retaliate it's going to cause more problems. And you don't know what this man capable of doing. All right. And you know the threshold of violence between men is very low. So why not, you know, get onto your female relative so this can't happen? Because I guarantee you she was talking crazy to this man. Okay? Guarantee you, man. I don't have to be there to know what's going on. I was raised around so-called black women, you know, in our community, enough to know what's the behavior like. Okay, Proverbs Proverbs chapter 9 and verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous; she is simple and knoweth nothing. Yeah, she's clamorous, you know, running her mouth. Now, this is online etymology. The word clamorous, it says noisy, vociferous. Okay, it says a shout. She was in the store shouting, talking crazy to this man. I guarantee you. And he probably was like, get out of my store. She didn't want to leave. And he probably asked her a few times. And she was like, I ain't gotta get out nowhere. No, that's how the so-called black woman talk. I ain't gotta get out nowhere, make me leave. And he put her out. I guarantee you this is how the story went. You got some emotional niggas on the comment board probably, you know, oh, that was wrong. You know, stuff like that. But they don't factor in that, yeah, they do act like that, act all wild. A foolish woman is clamorous, she is simple and knoweth nothing. And this is the so-called black woman. Okay. It begins with her because she's from the lead tribe. So from Judah on down to the rest of the tribes, this is how a lot of the Israelite women act, man. I'm just mentioning the so-called black woman, the woman of Judah, because Judah is the lead tribe. So it start as far as the trending and the things that the rest of the tribes do. It usually it's a tone or trend set by the tribe of Judah for the most part. Okay. So it's nothing to get emotional about. Simply, she should just behave herself. Okay. That's just the simple truth. That's the simple truth. Just sit down somewhere, you know. Conduct yourself like a woman and you will be treated like one. Guarantee you, man. Ecclesiastes 26 and verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, which, you know, the female dog is, you know, and it's called a bitch, man. B-I-T-C-H, man. A bitch word. That's where they come into play. That's why, you know, you hear a lot of women be called, you know, the word bitch because a lot of them behave like, you know, a wild female dog. See? Like I said, I don't condone violence, but you gotta use your brain, man. You gotta be honest with yourself. Okay? It says, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. Okay? And I guarantee you she's not shamefaced. I mean, look how she's dressed, man. She don't have any modest apparel. She got on leggings. She's like a project chick, man. Straight up project, old ghetto hood rat, man. And that's how she got treated, like a hood rat, man. Okay? And this is what's gonna happen to a lot of you women out there that's acting wild, man. You acting wild and crazy. Hey, the Lord gonna put the spirit on men to put you in your place, man. Again, I'm not condoning violence. Don't say, oh, he condoning violence. No, I'm not condoning violence. This is what happens, man. The so-called black woman, she set the trend for the so-called Latin women. Because you have a great number of Latin women talking like this too, man. Often you see so-called Latin women talking to their men like this, yelling and arguing and shit in public. Whole neighborhood know you're arguing and fighting. She talking crazy to her man like he's some nigga on the street. This ain't nothing new, man. Micah 7:10. Then she that is my enemy shall Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said to me, where is the Lord thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her, Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. And this is what, all right, this is what you're seeing happening to these women. Okay, they actually being trodden down like the mire of the streets, man. All right. Act like Craig if you want to. All right. Act like Craig if you want to. Man, it's a female. Yeah, get involved if you want to. You're gonna see what's gonna happen. This is mire, deep mud. See? Deep mud, bog, marsh, swampland. They should be be trampled upon. Okay? You're gonna be trampled upon. All right. To plunge or to fix in mire, sink or stall in mud. Yeah, stomp out. So basically been trodden down. In other words, trodden down is basically to stomp out, man. And this is gonna happen to a lot of you women, man. Matter of fact, let's look up on the blue letter to see what it's going into. And I don't care who come on my comment board talking about, oh, he condoned this, or whatever, man. I'm honest with myself. Yeah, same thing. Mud, clay, mire, damp dirt. Just be trodden down, man. All right. Swept away. Look at that. This is what happen to a lot of you women, man. Because you're not delicate, man. All right. You're not delicate. Woman's supposed to be delicate, man. Matter of fact, let's get that. Woman's supposed to be delicate, man. And you women are not delicate, man. A lot of women in this society's Western culture is not delicate to begin with. But the so-called black woman, the woman of Judah, she haven't been checked as far as her behavior, man. He knows a lot of Manosphere podcasts talk about the so-called black woman a lot. Okay. Now, this is Deuteronomy 28:56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which should not venture to set the sole of her foot upon the earth, upon the ground, same thing. For delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. And this is talking about the siege, right? But also, you can apply this. All right, you can apply this. As far as the delicateness of a woman is the point. Because women were delicate back in the ancient world. Women went wild and doing the things they're doing in today's society. All right, you had women that was hardest back then, but this hard or horror culture is big, especially in the West, man. Women are really into this horror culture, and they actually out here wild and getting in men's faces and doing all this, what have you. And men are just tired, man. All right, so-called black men, the men of Judah, is actually going to the Latin tribes, or to even the Edomite women, all right, to get with them, to have them as their wives, because their own women won't treat them even decently. All right, they're not delicate, they're not feminine. All right, they all masculine energy, and trying to rule over them, and just say being women, man. And just like the apostles say, hey, we don't need the Israelite women to keep our nation going. And that's the truth, because first of all, we didn't start with no Israelite women. Okay. Remember Jacob's daughter, not Slakia. Well, I can say that too. Jacob's daughter was the first Israelite woman. But I was going to say that Jacob, his wives and handmaids, they were not Israelite women. There was no Israelite woman until Jacob had a daughter. Okay. Which would be Dinah. So again, we don't need the so-called Israelite woman, starting the so-called black woman, on down. We don't need y'all to preserve our nation, man. Because what keeps a nation going is the man. Because we carry the seed. We have the seed within our scrotum sac, man. So we don't need y'all. And you need to know that. Okay? It behooves y'all to humble yourselves and realize that, man. Okay? But I'm not going to hold you too much longer. I just want to make that point. I seen the video and I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to keep happening, And hey, maybe they'll learn their lesson. Who knows? But Hey, Lord willing, this short, quick lesson was edifying. Until next time, I want to say shalom. Excuse me, shalom. Until the next video in Abba Bar. Shalom.